So what I'm going to do now with this deer is I'm actually just going to cut the front legs off because they're going to be in my way. And I'm simply cutting them right above the knee there. The next step we're going to do is we're going to start skinning the deer. Now, the first thing I want to tell people about skinning the deer is your work in the woods should be this. You want to remove the anus of the animal or the rectum of the animal. When you do that, it's going to make gutting so much easier. So the very first step on this, and I hate to even go into it, but this is how it has to be. You simply just go around in like a donut hole shape, okay? When you go around in a circle like that, now you release the rectum from the skin. So when you make the gut, you can pull that, and all that ingesto will come out in one big piece and won't contaminate your deer, okay? So that's the first thing you want to do. Now that you got the rectum out of it, you got the guts out, now we're ready to skin the deer. So I'm skinning it with the head down. I have heard people skin them the opposite direction. I have a lot more luck with it this way. When you skin, it's more of a tugging, pulling motion. So you simply just get your knife underneath the skin, cut through that skin, and then we're going to simply pull the skin off of the hide. It's not so much cutting, it's more pulling than anything. So as I pull on the skin, you can see I'm just touching it with the tip of my knife, and it pulls loose. I'll bring it around so you guys can see it. Applying pressure, pulling. I just touch it with the tip of my knife and pull. Okay? It's not a hard process. Do again this leg the same way. I'm pulling on the skin and just touching it with the tip of my knife. So now I got both of those pulled down. Now I'm able to pull this through. Now when you get to the tail, you always say, well, what do you do when you get to the tail here? It seems so hard to get past that tail. Well, the truth of the matter is, the tail is just a series of connective vertebrae with cartilage. So if you run your knife down through there, you're going to hit something white that looks like cartilage. You cut through that, and then you pull it, and look, it comes right down off. So now we're just going to keep pulling on it. Anytime it stays firmly attached, we want to just simply touch it with our knife. I'm simply just going to put my knife up under the skin of the legs, make an incision up towards the brisket, and continue skinning the deer right around those front legs. Now, when you get to the brisket, we're just going to simply split the brisket open so we can go down around the neck. To do that, just get underneath the skin, cut away from the hair. You can run that down the whole way to the base of his neck, or her neck. So now I have one whole leg done here. See how I can just go right around with this? It just simply peels off. Now I got to do the same thing to this side here. Now I'm just going around the neck here, pulling this skin down. We're just about done skinning it here. A lot of people ask me, how far down do you go on the neck before you decide to cut the head off of it? And the answer I always give them is the same answer: to your tire. There, I'd say I'm pretty close to the base of the skull now. I just take my knife now and just cut through. And just take the head off.